If you are listening to my voice right now, I need you to stop what you are doing. Yes, stop. You have exactly 77 seconds left before this specific window of divine attention closes. This is not a random coincidence, chosen one. This is a targeted divine interruption. The next few minutes will answer a question you have carried in your heart for weeks. You have felt a heavy, almost suffocating shift in your spiritual atmosphere, a quiet pressure that you could not explain to anyone. Do not run from it. Listen very closely, because what is happening right now in the unseen is about to break into your physical reality. Chosen one. 7 angels from the highest courts of heaven have just been dispatched to the room where you are sitting. They are trying to reach your spirit with an urgent message. They are carrying a signed decree of transition from the Father's throne. The enemy has tried to block this message for 21 days in the heavenly realms, but the delay is over. In this very moment, the brilliant light of God is pressing against the heavy shadows that have surrounded you. You have felt the battle in your chest. You have felt the sudden, unexplained urge to pray, or perhaps the strange, crushing weight of spiritual exhaustion. This is why, chosen one, the angels of the Lord are clearing the ground for your next step. Chosen one. Before we speak of what these 7 angels are about to unfold, we must anchor your spirit in this moment. I want you to make a public declaration of agreement right now. Do not hesitate. Type the words, "I am ready," in the comments below. By writing these words, you are telling the spiritual realm that your ears are open and your spirit is alert. You are signaling to heaven that your heart is fully prepared to receive the shift. Let the atmosphere hear your agreement, chosen one. Write it now, "I am ready," and keep listening, because what follows is the exact blueprint of your transition. I know you have been incredibly tired lately, chosen one. It is a fatigue that sleep cannot cure, a deep spiritual exhaustion that settles in your bones. Lately, you feel as if you have been walking through wet cement, where every single step forward requires a massive effort. Every prayer feels like a struggle against a silent ceiling. Every day feels like you are pushing against an invisible wall of resistance. You look around, and it seems like everyone else is moving forward easily, while you are stuck in a heavy, cold fog. I know the loneliness of this place. I know the quiet, midnight fear that whispers that God has bypassed you, that your calling was somehow cancelled. But hear me today, chosen one. This heaviness is not a sign of God's rejection. It is the opposite. It is the friction that occurs when a massive spiritual acceleration is about to be birthed in a quiet, faithful life. Imagine a deep, narrow valley surrounded by high mountains, chosen one. It is a place of absolute shadow and quiet. To the untrained eye, it looks like a place of punishment, a prison where nothing can ever grow. But remember this: ancient commanders did not train their elite warriors on the open plains where the enemy could watch their tactics. No, they took them deep into the hidden valleys. They trained them in the dark, away from public praise and public eyes. They let them wrestle with the silence until their ears could hear the slightest movement in the grass. You are in that hidden valley right now, chosen one. God has pulled you away from the noise. He has allowed the silence to settle over your life, not to bury you, but to sharpen your spiritual senses for the promotion ahead. You are being prepared for a crown you cannot yet see, but the angels can. Chosen one, hear me clearly today. The sudden, painful silence in your relationships is not a loss. It is a boundary. God has instructed His angels to place a wall of protection around your life. He had to remove the voices that were sowing doubt into your destiny. He had to silence the opinions that were holding you back from your appointed path. You felt it as rejection, but it was actually divine isolation. The angels of God are guarding your borders right now. They are keeping the noise of the world out so you can hear the whisper of your Creator. Do not try to run past the wall they built. Do not try to force open doors that heaven has locked for your safety. Trust the isolation, chosen one. It is the womb of your destiny, chosen one. When your life begins to fall apart, the natural human reaction is to panic. We see the walls crumbling around us. We see the connections breaking, and we cry out to God, asking why He is allowing the enemy to destroy us. But this is the secret of the spiritual path. What looks like destruction is often construction in disguise. God never allows things to be torn down without a master plan. The disruption you are experiencing is not chaos. It is the clearing of the site. It is the preparation for something much larger than what you had before. C.S. Lewis, the Oxford scholar who wrestled with the deepest questions of suffering and faith, wrote about this with incredible clarity. He understood what it felt like to watch his life be dismantled. He knew the pain of standing in the ruins of his own expectations, wondering what God was doing. In his book Mere Christianity, Lewis wrote a paragraph that I want you to sit with today. Let it wash over your weary spirit. Imagine yourself as a living house. God comes in to rebuild that house. At first, perhaps, you can understand what He is doing. He is getting the drains right and stopping the leaks in the roof and so on. You knew that those jobs needed doing, and so you are not surprised. But presently, He starts knocking the house about in a way that hurts abominably. What on earth is He up to? The explanation is that He is building quite a different house from the one you thought of. You thought you were being made into a decent little cottage. But He is building a palace. He intends to come and live in it Himself. Chosen one. Read that again in your spirit. He is building quite a different house. A palace, not a cottage. He is expanding your capacity for His presence. Chosen one. That is why the knocking hurts so much right now. God is knocking down the walls of your old life because they are simply too small for the destiny He has planned for you. You wanted comfort in the cottage, but God wanted power in the palace. The relationships that fell away, the doors that closed, they were part of the cottage structure. They could not support the weight of the glory He is placing on you. Do not weep for the old walls. Do not try to glue the old bricks back together. Let the master builder finish his work. The angels are guarding the construction site, and nothing that was truly yours will be lost. Your calling is protected. Your destiny is secure. The new foundation is being laid today, chosen one, and it will stand forever. In the book of Hebrews, chapter 1, verse 14, the scriptures ask a question about the host of heaven. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? Chosen one, do you see the depth of this truth? Angels are not distant, inactive observers in the sky. They are ministering spirits. They have been specifically sent to serve you because you are an heir of salvation. You carry a royal inheritance. This means that when you are in trouble, heaven does not remain silent. God dispatches His messengers to stand beside you in the dark. Just as an angel appeared to Jesus in the Garden of Gethsemane to strengthen him when his soul was overwhelmed with grief, so God has sent these 7 angels to strengthen you in this heavy hour. They are carrying the peace, the strength, and the authority of the Father directly into your room. You are not alone in this fight, chosen one. Chosen one. These 7 angels are not just standing by. They are actively clearing the atmosphere around you right now. You have felt the sudden shift. You have noticed that certain toxic people have suddenly left your life. You have seen doors close that you desperately wanted to open. You thought it was a tragedy, but it was the angels of God clearing the path. They are removing the stones that would cause you to stumble in the next season. They are sweeping away the debris of the old season so you can run without hindrance. The spiritual space around you is being purified. The clutter is being removed. Do not resist the sweeping. Let the angels clear the way. What is being removed was only going to slow you down. They are establishing a clean, sacred zone around you where the enemy cannot plant his seeds of doubt anymore. They are creating room for the blessings that are already on their way. Trust the process, chosen one. Chosen one, the heaviness you feel is not the weight of defeat. It is the friction of the shift. When a spacecraft re-enters the Earth's atmosphere, it experiences intense heat and pressure. It feels like it is about to break apart in the fire, but that heat is not destruction. It is the evidence that the ship is entering a new realm. Your spirit is experiencing re-entry. You are passing from the quiet wilderness into the place of your calling. The friction you feel in your relationships, in your mind, and in your body is simply the old realm resisting the new. Do not fear the heat. It is the proof that you are crossing the boundary line today. The old season is losing its grip on you. The gravity of your past is breaking. You are being pulled into the divine alignment that was prepared for you before the foundation of the world. Stand firm, chosen one. Imagine a grand piano in a concert hall, chosen one. Before the master pianist plays his first note, the instrument must be tuned. The tuner does not play beautiful music. He strikes a single key, over and over. He turns the pegs, tightening the strings until they are stretched to their absolute limit. It is a painful process of tension and pressure. If the piano could feel, it would wonder why it is being subjected to such strain. It would cry out that the tension is too much. But the tuner knows that without the tension, there can be no harmony. Without the stretching, the instrument will play out of tune. You have been stretched lately, chosen one. You have felt the tension in your soul. But God is simply tuning you for the symphony of your destiny. He is preparing you to play a song of victory that will set others free. The stretching is not meant to break you. It is meant to make you resonant. It is meant to make your voice carry the clean, pure sound of heaven. Hold on through the tension, chosen one. The performance is about to begin. Chosen one, I need to pause our message for just a brief moment. If you are still here, listening to this decree, it means your spirit is recognizing the frequency of heaven's shift. You are not here by accident. I want you to take a moment and write your agreement in the comments right now. Type the words, I am ready. By writing this, you are letting the spiritual realm know that you are standing in faith, expecting the shift. You are joining a community of chosen ones who are stepping out of the hidden valleys. Let God see your declaration. Write it now, I am ready. And now, let us go deeper into what these angels are doing to protect your calling. Your public statement is an anchor in the spiritual ground. Do not hesitate, chosen one. Chosen one. Have you ever wondered why the warfare in your life has been so specific? Why does the enemy seem to target you in the very areas of your strength? If you have a calling to bring peace, your family has been filled with chaos. If you are called to bring truth, you have been surrounded by lies and gaslighting. This is the rule of spiritual warfare. The enemy does not waste his arrows on empty houses. He only targets what he fears. The severity of the attack you have experienced is the exact measure of the weight of the destiny you carry. He saw the light on you before you did. He tried to crush you in the cradle of your calling, because he knew what would happen if you ever reached the throne. The battle is the proof of your value. He wanted to make you believe you were weak, so you would never step into the authority God has given you. But today, that illusion is breaking, chosen one. You are realizing that you are not the victim. You are the target. C.S. Lewis, in his profound book, The Problem of Pain, addressed the mystery of suffering and divine preparation. He wrote about how God plans for our survival through the heaviest trials, ensuring that the fire we face does not consume us. As Lewis wrote, God, who foresaw your tribulation, has specially armed you to go through it, not without pain but without stain. Chosen one. Look at those words, specially armed you. This means God did not send you into this season unprepared. Before the first blow fell, before the first betrayal cut your heart, God had already deposited the necessary armor inside your spirit. He foresaw the exact temperature of the fire you would walk through. And He did not just prepare you to survive, He prepared you to walk through it without stain. This means the mud the enemy threw at you will not stick. The accusations will not define you. The trauma will not leave a permanent mark on your soul. You are walking through the fire, but you will not smell of smoke. The angels are carrying the armor of God right beside you. Every tear you shed in the dark has been collected. Every wound is being sealed with divine gold. You will emerge from this trial stronger, cleaner, and more beautiful than ever. Trust the Father who armed you, chosen one. Chosen one, I declare to you today that the fire will not have the final say in your life. You will emerge from this wilderness without a single stain of the enemy's cruelty on your identity. They tried to label you as broken. They tried to make you believe you were disqualified from your purpose. But God says, you are refined. You are set apart. The very things they used to mock you will be the proof of your anointing in the days to come. The scars you carry are not marks of defeat. They are the medals of a warrior who survived the night. What was meant to destroy your reputation will be turned into a platform of your testimony. The angels of God are signing the decree of your vindication in this very hour. The hands of the enemy are tied. They cannot touch your future. They cannot reverse the blessing that has been pronounced over your head. Stand tall, chosen one. Your head is being anointed with oil, and your cup is about to run over. Imagine a goldsmith sitting before a crucible of molten gold. Chosen one. The fire beneath the crucible is burning at an intense, white-hot heat. As the gold melts, all the hidden impurities, the dross, rise to the surface. To someone who does not understand the process, it looks like the gold is being ruined. It looks like a dark, ugly crust is covering the precious metal. But the goldsmith is not worried. He keeps his eyes fixed on the crucible. He waits patiently until the dross has fully separated. Then, with a gentle hand, he skims the impurities away, leaving only the pure, liquid gold behind. How does he know when the process is complete? He knows the gold is pure when he can look down into the crucible and see his own face reflected perfectly in the surface. Chosen one, you are in the crucible. The heat has been turned up. The impurities of your life, the toxic connections, the hidden fears are rising to the surface. But God is not trying to destroy you. He is simply refining you until He can see His own image reflected in your soul. He will not leave you in the fire a second longer than necessary. The moment the reflection is clear, He will pull you out of the heat, and the world will see the pure gold. Chosen one. While you were weeping in the dark, the angels of God were aborting the traps of the enemy. The devil had planned to destroy your mind. He had planned to drive you to despair, to make you give up on God and walk away from your calling. But the 7 angels stood in the gap. They blocked the final blow. You did not see them, but you felt their protection. You felt a sudden, inexplicable peace in the middle of your worst panic. You felt a quiet strength return to you when you were ready to surrender. That was not your own strength, chosen one. That was the ministering spirits holding you up. They dismantled the weapons formed against you before they could prosper. Every trap of betrayal, every plan of shame has been turned around. The snare is broken and you have escaped. The enemy thought he had you cornered, but he did not know that heaven had already deployed the vanguard. The angels are laughing at the plans of the enemy today. The trap has backfired, chosen one. In the book of Daniel, chapter 10, we find one of the most revealing stories in the entire Bible about spiritual timing and unseen warfare. Daniel had been praying and fasting for 21 days, mourning and seeking understanding. For 3 full weeks, there was no sign, no answer, and no change. The heavens seemed silent, and Daniel could have easily assumed that God had ignored his pleas. Then, a heavenly messenger appeared to him. The angel said, "Fear not, Daniel, for from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand, and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, chosen one." Look at this. Daniel was praying, and the answer was sent on day 1. But there was a war in the heavens. The messenger was blocked by the prince of Persia. It took the arrival of Michael, the archangel, to break the blockade and deliver the word. Your prayers were not ignored, chosen one. The answer is on the way. The delay you have experienced was the resistance of the enemy trying to stop your messenger from reaching you, chosen one. The prince of Persia is still active today, trying to block the decrees of God from manifesting in your life. But the delay is over. The 7th angel has arrived, and Michael has fought the battle on your behalf. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is not being denied, it has been protected. The enemy wanted to steal the answer before it reached you, so God held it in the heavenly vault until the guard was fully established. You have been wondering why you had to wait so long. Why did the answer take weeks, months, or even years? It is because the package was too heavy to be delivered in the middle of a war zone. God had to secure the perimeter first. He had to make sure you had the capacity to receive it. The resistance you felt was the proof that the payload was immense. Your delivery is arriving now. The blockade is shattered, chosen one. The gates are opening. What was held back for 21 days or 21 months is being released with interest today, chosen one. I want you to hear this truth in your bones. God heard your very first cry. The day you knelt in your bedroom, weeping in secret, wondering if anyone cared. Your prayer was recorded in the halls of heaven. It was not filed away. It was not put on a waiting list. The Father listened, and he immediately drafted the response. The delay was not a lack of concern. It was a demonstration of celestial order. The angels of God were deployed the moment you spoke. They have been fighting their way to you ever since. Do not let the enemy convince you that you were forgotten. You are the focus of heaven's attention. Your answer is already in your room. It is resting in the hands of the ministering spirits who are standing beside your bed. They are waiting for your faith to match their presence. Receive the confidence that you are heard, chosen one. Your prayers have moved the hand of God, and the shift is irreversible. Imagine a great merchant ship returning from a long voyage across the ocean, chosen one. As it nears the harbor, it does not float high on the water like the empty pleasure boats. It sits deep. The hull is pressed down into the dark water, almost touching the harbor floor. To an onlooker who does not know better, it looks like the ship is in danger of sinking. It looks heavy and burdened, but the captain is smiling. He knows the ship sits deep because the hold is packed with gold, spices, and precious silks from the far corners of the earth. The weight is the proof of the treasure. Chosen one, you have been sitting deep in the water lately. You have felt the heavy pressure of the season. You felt like you were sinking under the load of your trials. But you are not sinking. You are simply carrying a heavy cargo of destiny. The weight you feel is the proof of the value of what you are about to bring into the harbor. The harbor is in sight. The anchor is about to be dropped, and the treasure you carry will sustain you and your family for the rest of your days. Chosen one. When the pressure reaches its absolute peak, it is not a sign that the enemy is winning. It is the sign that you are standing at the threshold of your promotion. The threshold is always the most contested space in the spiritual realm. The enemy does not fight you when you are far from the gate. He fights you when your hand is on the latch. He throws everything he has at you in the final hour to make you turn back. He wants you to believe the gate is locked, but the seventh angel is here to turn the key. The pressure you are feeling right now is the birth pangs of your new season. Do not mistake the labor pain for death. It is the birth of your destiny. The gate is opening. The angels have taken their positions on either side of the threshold. They are holding back the forces of darkness so you can walk through in safety. Chosen one. C.S. Lewis, who knew the weight of long waiting and deep intellectual and spiritual battles, wrote about this preparation in his letters. He understood that the hardest seasons are not wasted, but are the very tools God uses to shape our character. As Lewis wrote, hardships often prepare ordinary people for an extraordinary destiny. Chosen one, let those words sink into your spirit today. An extraordinary destiny. The hardship was not meant to destroy you. It was the training ground. God did not choose you to lead an ordinary life. He did not call you to walk a path of easy comfort. He called you to carry a weight of glory that requires a strong spirit. The hardships you faced, the betrayals, the silence, the isolation, they were the weights that built the spiritual muscle you need for the palace. You could not handle the extraordinary destiny without the preparation of the ordinary hardship. The angels are standing at the finish line of your training. The testing is complete, chosen one, and the transition is about to be revealed. Chosen one, I decree and declare over you today that you are stepping out of the cave. The season of hiding is officially over. The angels of God have rolled away the stone that the enemy placed over your destiny. You will no longer be known by your past trials. You will be known by your divine promotion. I declare that the heavy atmosphere is lifting from your home, from your mind, and from your family. The oil of joy is replacing the spirit of heaviness in this very moment. The garments of praise are replacing the spirit of defeat. You are crossing the threshold today, and the grace of God is going before you. The battle is won, and the victory is yours. No weapon formed against you in the hidden season will have any power in this new day. The decree of heaven is active. Your spiritual promotion is signed, and the angels are enforcing it right now. Chosen one. The enemy tried to bury you. He thought he had put you in a tomb of isolation and despair. He rolled the stone, set the guard, and celebrated his victory. But he did not know that you were a seed, not a corpse. He did not know that the burial was actually a planting. The dark soil of your isolation was the very place where your roots were growing deep. And today, the seed is breaking through the ground. What was meant to be your grave is becoming your platform. God is raising you up in the sight of those who tried to push you down. The angels are rolling back the stone. You are emerging from the tomb of the hidden season to take your place on the throne of your calling. The transition is complete. The very hands that tried to hold you back will watch you walk in the favor of the Lord. The tomb was only the dark room where your destiny was developed. Now, it is time to step into the light, chosen one. In the book of Psalms, chapter 91, verses 11 and 12, God makes an absolute covenant promise concerning your safety. He says, "For he shall give his angels charge over you to keep you in all your ways. They shall bear you up in their hands, lest you dash your foot against a stone." Chosen one, this is the legal decree of your protection. God has given his angels charge over you. It is their assignment. They are charged to keep you in all your ways, not just the easy ways, not just the comfortable ways, but the rocky, painful paths as well. When you feel as if you are slipping, they are there to bear you up. They are protecting your path from the stones of offense and the traps of betrayal. Rest in the security of this covenant today, chosen one. I want you to pray this prayer with me right now, chosen one. Let these words be the anchor of your heart today. Father, I thank you for sending your ministering spirits to stand beside me in the dark. I thank you that my first cry was heard and that my breakthrough is already in motion. I release the exhaustion, the worry, and the fear that has held my mind captive. I choose to trust the timing of the shift. I believe that what you are building in my life is a palace, not a cottage. I trust the walls you have torn down, and I welcome the new foundation you are laying. I step into the protection and the authority you have given me, and I receive the peace of your presence. In your holy name, I pray. Amen. Let the peace of that prayer settle over your mind, chosen one. Chosen one, the heavy storm is passing. The silence that felt like abandonment was actually the womb of your destiny. The angels of God have guarded you, and they will continue to keep you in all your ways. You are safe. You are loved. You are chosen. God has not forgotten a single tear you have shed in the hidden valleys. Let the anxiety go. Take a deep breath and rest in the assurance that the Master Builder is at work. Your extraordinary destiny is not a guess. It is an appointed reality. Sleep tonight with the knowledge that the host of heaven is standing watch over your borders. The morning is coming, and with it, the glory of the shift. The knocking has ceased, and the beauty of the palace is about to be revealed to you and to all who watch. Chosen one. Chosen one. If this message has brought clarity and peace to your spirit today, I want to invite you to join our family. Subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell. By doing this, you are marking this space as a place of your spiritual nourishment. We will continue to bring you the deep wisdom of C.S. Lewis and the biblical keys you need to walk in your calling. Do not miss the next transition update. The angels are moving, and we will be here to help you navigate the shift. Share this message with another chosen one who is feeling the weight of the wilderness today. Let us stand together in faith. Your connection here is part of the orchestration, chosen one. Chosen one, go forth with your head held high today. The angels of the Lord are walking with you, guarding every step you take on this path. You are protected, you are prepared, and you are destined for glory. The wilderness is behind you, and the palace is before you. God is with you in the quiet, and He will be with you in the overflow of the harvest. Do not look back at the walls that had to fall down. Look forward to the glory that is about to fill the temple of your life. Sleep in peace, stand in authority, and walk in favor. The host of heaven is backing you. God is with you always.